Again, in losers, we're going shopping at Sephora. This is what $300 just about has gotten me at Sephora. If you're new to my channel, my name is Elle, and every single month I post a video talking about the newest makeup releases and letting you know whether or not I'll be buying it. I didn't ask for this. Someone tell me why luxury brands are duping each other, because you're just duping each other to be more expensive than the other. Ugh, I don't need it. I don't need it. So when we go shopping, I'm going to swatch and buy all of the makeup that I added to my wish list since that video. And I'm really excited because I'm going to be going to Sephora that's a little bit further, but it's so much bigger, and they have brands and products that I don't usually see in person at my local Sephora. They have brands like Pat McGrath, a full section of Patrick Ta, a full section of Tower 28. They have Danessa Myricks and so many other brands and products that I usually don't see in store. So strap in and watch until the end to find out how I spent my $300 budget. Our budget today is bigger than ever before, so I'm gonna be grabbing a basket. In the very front, Sephora has their new colored displays, which is pretty appealing to look at. Right away, I spotted Patrick Ta's new plumping lip gloss in the baby pink color, literally called Say Less. And yes, Patrick Ta, say less. I am adding this to my cart. Patrick Ta also released a new baby blue pink blush duo called Just Enough, and she's the moment. Add to cart again. I know, it's only been a minute, and I have 3 things in my cart already. My wallet is absolutely crying. And for the first time, I saw the Milk Makeup Jelly Blushes in store, but they've been, let's just say, devoured. And Patrick Ta also has a couple more new shades of his lip glosses. This one is called Need Her, which is a rich soft blush, and Mine, which is a rich chocolate. It was very tempting not to add all of these to my cart, but we gotta stay focused. I'm also very excited to see the new LYS cream blushes in store for $20, but as expected, they were a bit too shimmery for my preferences, so I didn't end up buying them. This Sephora also has a full display of Patrick Ta instead of an end cap, which is really refreshing to see. I had to take advantage of this moment and test everything in my sight, including the bronzers and the lip creams. I also spotted the Major Glow Balm, which isn't available at my Sephora, so I'm very tempted to get this for the summer. I believe Hourglass recently released new matte lipsticks. They're either new or re-released, I'm not sure. I really like the shade selection, but again, I won't be purchasing because y'all already know I prefer a lip gloss. And oh my Lanta, they also had the new Refi Lash Sculpt Mascara in store. If you watched my new makeup releases video, you know how excited I was for this. Add to cart. In addition, I saw the new Natasha Denona palette. It was so tempting, but it also saved me a lot of money swatching it in store. The eyeshadow formula was very buttery and high quality as expected, but the blush and contour shades were underwhelming, and for $62, I have to fall in love with the entire palette. For the first time, I was able to see Kulfi in store, and they are one of my favorite incoming Asian brands. Highly recommend their concealer for the under eyes, and they recently launched a new brow gel, which I have yet to try. Their satin lipsticks also look super hydrating in person, and they have shades that seem to be very flattering on brown skin. Now, for all of my Dior girlies out there, they've released 2 new glowy products. This is the Star Filter, which is similar to Charlotte Tilbury's Flawless Filter. They also have their liquid highlighters for $45, and I'm not gonna lie, I went really weak at this moment because the formula looked and felt so much prettier in person, but this might be something that I purchased during the sale instead of now, so let's just pretend we didn't see that and check out Cali Ray's new color correcting concealer. In person, the color correcting concealers felt like a high quality formula and beautiful weighted packaging. I will definitely be keeping an eye out on this brand. I've never tried anything from them, so let me know if you recommend their products. Tower 28 also released their lip softies. This shade right here smells exactly like coffee, and the formula was stickier than I expected. Another brand I usually don't see at my Sephora is Danessa Myricks. I would consider this to be one of the more innovative and underrated brands at Sephora. So I'm very happy to see they have a whole display of their products. So one of the products I'm tempted to try out is the Groundworks palette, but I was really shocked to see them dry out in store. It's a bit worrisome because I'm wondering if this will dry out like this if I had it just stored at home. Hi, are you still watching? If you are, then comment below a money emoji to let me know you made it this far. Aside from that, the Color Fix shadows look absolutely phenomenal, and I've also heard amazing things about the Yummy Skin Tint. Moving on to searching for the Glow Recipe Hue Drops in store, it seems that this is the one product that's not available yet. But they do have the Kosas BB Burst that people have been raving about. Unfortunately, I swatched it and it just doesn't feel like my cup of tea. I prefer something with a little bit more coverage. Today was also my first time seeing the Pat McGrath display in store, and it looks so pretty. They have her new Valentine's Day collection, which was underwhelming to me, but I do love being able to see the expensive eyeshadow palettes in person, and they definitely didn't disappoint. If I had a bigger budget, I might have purchased the quad. Next to Pat McGrath was Giorgio Armani. I've been lusting over their liquid eyeshadows, so I ended up swatching a few and adding the shade Cashew to my cart. The YSL palette has also been on my wish list for a long time, but I feel like today is still not the day, especially with the Sephora sale around the corner. Finally, it is time to check out. I'm not gonna lie, I was so stressed in this video because the store, even though it's bigger than what I'm used to, it was also 10 times more crowded. There was so many people. I could not wait to get out of there. This is what $300 just about has gotten me at Sephora. By the way, it also has been about a week since I went Sephora shopping, so I've already opened all of this, tried all of this. I have videos planned, so stay tuned and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on those videos. That's all to explain why these look used. These are the Patrick Ta blushes. I got 2 of the new shades. The first shade is in the color She's the Moment, which is more of a corally pinky color. This is by far my absolute favorite. Highly recommend. I'm actually wearing it on my cheeks today, if you're wondering. I also got the shade Just Enough, which is more of a pale, cool toned blue pink. I have mixed feelings about this shade. Don't know if it would have been my first pick, but I do like it, and it's less pigmented than the shade She's a Doll, so I think I'm gonna keep it. If anything, I'll just give it to a friend if I cannot stand it. I just realized I forgot to mention that I had a $100 credit from my Sephora points. So I actually only paid $200, which, you know, it's still a lot, but, you know, not too shabby. Staying on the topic of Patrick Ta, I got his new gloss in the shade Say Less. I also have this on my lip mixed with an e.l.f. lip liner. I also have mixed feelings about this shade. I don't know if I made the right pick because this is a very pigmented color. So on my lips, it looks really pale. If you can see here, I had the intentions of getting this shade because I like to brighten up the inner parts of my lips to really give that dimension. But as I apply this on, I'm like, ooh, it might be a little too pale for me. I also bought the matching brush. This is the Patrick Ta Blush Duo. It was kind of expensive. His brushes are so pricey. This was $45 freaking dollars. It comes with a flat side and then more of a fluffy side. Then I also purchased the Refi Lash Sculpt Mascara. I'm very excited about this. If you saw my roasting new makeup releases video, I talked highly about this. I'm interested to see how well it works on my lashes. I'll be honest, I did try it once and I was kind of disappointed, but I'm gonna give it a few more tries before I give you my full and honest thoughts. As of now, I don't know if it's living up to my expectations. I'm really scared that I'm absolutely gonna hate it, but too soon to say. And I'm very excited about this purchase. It's the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Color Corrector, and I have the shade in Peach. I was so impressed when I swatched this in store because it is way more liquidy and thin, almost serum-like than I'm used to when it comes to a color corrector concealer. And I think that formulation is absolutely perfect for a color corrector just because it prevents your makeup from looking really cakey, especially if you're applying a lot of layers on your face. And I also really like the peachy shade. I think it fits my skin really well, and it's the first color corrector that I am quite positive about, and I think that this is going to be my potential end-all be-all color corrector. And that's saying a lot because I've tried so many color correctors and disliked all of them, if not most of them, and this is the first one where I'm like, ooh, I actually feel like I'm gonna use this every single day. I'm am so guilty. I bought another shade of the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Beauty Blush Wand. This is in the shade Dream Pop, which is just a strawberry red color. The springtime is coming up and I absolutely love this formula, so I just wanted a different color. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just such a bright poppy red. If you blend it out, it just makes your cheeks look so flush and strawberry. There's nothing more I can say about this. If you watch my videos, you know I love the shade Peach Pop, so I got a secondary shade to mix things up a bit. The last thing I purchased in store was from Giorgio Armani, and it's the liquid eyeshadows, I think they're called. I don't know the specific name, but it's just a liquid creamy eyeshadow. I have the shade in 22, I forgot what the shade is actually called, but it's just a neutral brown color. I've been lusting over this for a really long time, and I really love using a one and done liquid matte shadow, so I really want to try this formula. It's kind of pricey, $38, but it looks nice, so I'll keep you updated on if this was actually worth the money or not. Now for some honorable mentions that I purchased online. I did want to share some of my thoughts with you in case you were wondering. First of all is the Glow Recipe Hue Drops in the shade Sun Glow. This was everything that I expected to be and more. I bought this the second it launched on the Sephora app, and it's exactly the same feeling and texture as the Glow Drops, except it has more of a bronzy finish to it, which was exactly what I wanted. I love this formula under makeup. Highly recommend if you don't have anything like this already. If I were to compare this between the Drunk Elephant, this is superior. It's more moisturizing, it's more hydrating, and it gives you just like this bronzy finish. So good under makeup. And the last thing I got is the infamous Milk Jelly Tint. I have the shade in Spritz, and I was so tempted to buy more. Luckily, I didn't see them in store, but I did see them online. I really like this, okay? I know some people are really trying to hate on this because they're hard to blend, they're patchy, and I agree to an extent. If you wear this with a full glam, it does not look good, especially depending on the foundation you have underneath. But if you wear this with like a skin tint or very minimal makeup, it looks so good for no makeup days. I really enjoy this. For that reason, I didn't buy more shades because I was just like, well, if I can't wear it for full glam, I don't think I need more shades. But in the summer, when I'm wearing like skin tints all the time or just light coverage makeup, this is it. I think this is gonna be my last Sephora video until the Sephora sale, which is coming up in the beginning of April. So I'm definitely gonna be saving my coin for the rest of the month. Hopefully. I am gonna be making a recommendations video for the Sephora sale, so make sure you're subscribed if you're interested in seeing that. But thank you so much for watching this video. Like it if you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!